This is Steve Robbins. Welcome to the Get It Done Guys quick and dirty tips to work less and do more. Listener Amy writes in, I've done the best job of anyone in my office several years in a row. Everyone says so, but instead of promoting me, they've promoted someone I trained. What do I do? Excellent question, Amy. My advice to save ourselves from management gone wrong is this. Take your career reins in your own hands and grow a pair. I'm not sure what it's a pair of, but probably some kind of household plant. Maybe a pair of petunias, but they have to be very special petunias. Adopt the right mindset. We've all been there, forced to work under a boss who doesn't realize how much they're making our lives miserable, or realize how much they're stifling our ambitions, or realize, oh, wait a minute, maybe they actually don't realize. The first step in taking control of your career is making sure that your boss knows what you want. Your boss doesn't necessarily care about your career. Your boss cares about your boss's career. You need to care about your career. Adopting a better mindset is the first step of growing that pair of career petunias. Your new mindset is one of equality. Your boss is not your parent and you are not their victim. You and your boss have decided to work together in a mutual agreement, and that makes you a partner in success. Your boss will likely tell you what they need from you to make them succeed. That's their job. But it's on you to tell them what you need from them to make you succeed. So make your goals clear to them, and if they're a good boss, they'll listen. Now, of course, maybe you're in a family business and your boss really is your parent, or maybe you work for an 18-plus dungeon and you really are a professional victim. If so, you need to carve out a separate role for yourself in your mind and in your boss's mind. Check out my episode on switching hats for tips on how to keep your different roles from being muddled. At the very least, you need a hat that makes you your boss's partner. Preferably, you can agree with them too to have conversations where you set your real-life family relationship aside and speak as employee and boss, mapping out your career. Choose your next career step and set the right types of goals to get there. Once you've adopted a better mindset, choose a goal to work towards. What is career advancement to you? Do you want a promotion? Do you want a raise? Do you want a specific assignment? Getting a promotion or a raise or getting placed in your dream project are all outcome goals. These are destinations that you reach over the long term, partly based on your choices, also based on outside forces beyond your control. They set a general direction for you to travel. An outcome goal might be getting a promotion to lesser grand poobah. Process goals, on the other hand, are goals about the process you take to reach your outcome goals. They're goals about the effort. If your outcome goal is a promotion, the process might be to meet every member of the poobah nominating committee, form friendships with them, and make sure that they know about your accomplishments. Your weekly process goal might be to invite one member of the committee to lunch for the first time and have a relationship-deepening conversation with a committee member who you have previously lunched with. Process goals are goals, again, about the effort you must put in to reach the outcome. You can see a video of me explaining the difference for the Harvard Business School Management program at stever.me/goals video. That's stever.me/goals video. In most jobs, we reward outcomes. They're big and shiny, and it's easy to conclude that if someone reaches an outcome, it's their fault. And that may be true for one-person outcomes painting a picture. But when it comes to organizations, outcomes depend on way too many things for outcome goals to be the only tool. A process goal makes more sense because it's actually under your control. If Europa, secret ruler of the Eastern Bloc, gives Mignon 3845-J the goal, double Eastern Bloc yields by the end of the summer, that's an outcome goal and it's a bad one. Doubling crop yields depends on way too much that's outside 3845-J's control, weather, the quality of the seed stock, fertilizer availability, and unexpected plagues of locusts. But a process goal of try a different plant breed every month in a different farm to find one with higher yield, that makes great sense. The process of trying new breeds will eventually lead to higher crop yields if such yields are even possible. With good process goals, even if the outcomes turn out badly, you have still made real progress. Tested 43 new plant breeds in the last year is a process achievement whether or not you actually found the breed that meets your goal. Then you document that progress and share your efforts with your boss when you're discussing your career plans and at your annual review. Communicate your goals and get support in reaching them. Why document your progress? Because, despite popular belief, most bosses aren't actually psychic. Until humanity makes its final transition to computerized hive mind, you've got to let your boss know what it is that you want from your job, and then together, you decide what you need to do for that to happen. Turn it into process goals and get your boss's buy-in on those process goals. Now, remember that most of the research shows that promotions have very little to do with what you actually accomplish and virtually everything to do with whether your boss likes you. Except at Google, where it has everything to do with whether everyone else likes you. So the purpose of all of these discussions is only partly to lay out what you must achieve to move ahead. Equally important is getting your boss to feel like they have a stake in your success so they like you more. You might even want to make it clear to your boss how good it will make them look, even though, of course, they would never be misled by such a transparent attempt to curry their favor. Oh, by the way, did you know that social science has found that flattery works even when the person being flattered knows it's insincere? I'm not totally sure why that occurred to me just now, but it must be related. Now, if you're like Minion 3845-J and you've lost opportunities in the past, try to find out why. Learn what you've lacked and try to correct for that. Maybe you need to learn a new skill to compete with younger professionals, or maybe you need more experience to be considered for a position that's usually for senior employees. Doesn't matter. In either case, ask for support from your boss. If you need to learn something, see if they'll pay for you to take classes. And if they won't, see if they'll at least give you time off to pursue training on your own. Hopefully paid time off, but maybe even unpaid time off. Remember, you're the one driving your career. You may have to invest for it. Once your boss promises to follow through with a reward if you meet certain goals, make sure you get that promise in writing. Even if it's just an email exchange, you want evidence of your agreement to keep them accountable. Plus, if you get a new boss, they aren't inclined to fulfill old agreements unless they're in writing. But you will have them in writing. Yay! And take the reins if your boss falls short. If you reach your goals and your boss doesn't follow through, it's time to look for a new job. Teamwork and trust are key to a good employee-employer relationship. If you've made an agreement with your employer and you hold up your end of the bargain and they don't hold up their end, there is no reason to continue working for them. Amy, if your boss refuses to help you achieve your process goals, it's also time to look for a new job. Meet people inside and outside your current company. Reconnect with old bosses and colleagues with whom you already have a good rapport, and expose yourself to new opportunities. Make it your new outcome goal to find a better job and choose process goals that will help you get there. It isn't fair that you've been passed over, but then again, life isn't fair. And when life isn't fair, take charge of your own career and grow a pair of petunias. They're lovely this time of year. This is Steve Robbins. Follow Get It Done Guy on Twitter and Facebook. I run programs to help you have an extraordinary life and an extraordinary career. If you want to know more, visit steverrobbins.com or join my personal mailing list by texting Get It Done to 33444. Plus, you'll get a free copy of my secret book chapter on how to build relationships that help you succeed. Work less, do more, and have a great life.